Welcome to the Greenwood Hub Art Studio. Today's design team project is going to be coin pouches made with alphabet letters from Zuri Designs molds. I hope you enjoy this project. Here's my alphabet letters from Zuri Designs. These are beautiful, very detailed letters, and I bought the whole collection from them, and it's about 5 molds that you get in the collection with the whole A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. And I think it's worth the investment to do little projects such as coin pouches that I'm creating here today. So I'm just going to pour my resin and pick out my Zuri letters. There we are. I spelled out. Here's the leathers that I'm going to use. This is faux leathers and they are embossed. You can see the designs on the leathers here. They have a bit of a shimmer to them. I thought they would be very stylish for both men and women. And I already have created one for you to take a look at. And I'm giving you ideas of embossed faux leathers that could be quite interesting to use on your projects. And it makes them very stylish as well. Let's move on to the pouch that I have already made. Here it is. It's a cute little pouch. I have rivets and I have snap buttons on it, and I'm going to show you the process. Here's my die cut. It's from Super Dance and it's actually a coin pouch. The name that you Google when you're looking for this Super Dance die. It's very practical to have this. It makes beautiful gifts. So I'll show you how I'm going to run it through my die cutting machine. So I have my die cut here ready to put to work. Here's my embossed leather that I chose. I think this is a gorgeous embossed leather for this first little coin purse that we're going to make. Let's see if it cuts nicely. It's going through the machine, the spellbinders. It's the larger size spellbinders. And here's my final cut of my faux leather. And it's pretty resistant. It already comes with holes, so I know where to place my rivets and my snap button. The rivets here on the sides that I'm going to place, and then the snap button on the very top so I can close my coin pouch afterwards. So let's move on to our nice rivets. These are single cap rivets, but I believe that I'm going to use the double cap rivets. So this is not the right die for the press for this rivet snap press machine. So I'm going to look for my 9mm double cap rivet dies, and this is what I'll be using today with the rivets that I have here. It's a 2-part, and the top always screws in and the bottom just fits into that little hole you see there. There we go. That's the second part of these dies. This is my rivet box. So these dies for 9mm double cap rivet dies, for the rivets, it's perfect for the sizes that I have here. Now, it's pretty straightforward when you are picking out your rivets. You have a top and a bottom, and you have like a long stud for your rivet, and then you have the top which is just a cap with a little hole that goes in and that long stud quite easily. So it's a pretty simple forward process. And the nice thing is the holes in the leather is already cut out, so I don't have to be measuring anything in this project. It's pretty nice to work with this die actually, and it cuts so nicely. Here's how I'm putting the first part of the rivet with a stud, and I'm folding the top part on the side, and now my cap is going to go on top. There we are. Then I'm going to put this under the press, and I'm not going to press it too hard, but enough pressure so I feel, and I'm going to take my thumb out of there so I don't get hurt. I feel like it's pretty tight. There we go. I didn't put a lot of pressure. The machine does the work by itself already. I'm just going to do a second tighten of my rivets just to make sure it stays in place. Now there we go. The rivet is nice in place. Let's move on to the second rivet. There we have my stud, goes right there on the hole, and now I fold the sides on top of my studs, and now my cap goes there, and off we go under our press, our rivet press machine. There we go. This makes it so much easier instead of hammering, and it can be quite long, the process of hammering everything in. So yeah, a little hand press machine for your rivets and snaps is probably a good investment. Next, I'm going for my line 20. They're 12.5 millimeter snaps dies. So there's 4 parts to it. I've got this part to the snap buttons, and I'm going to start with the one that of the snap button that goes into the button itself. So you need this pointy little one on the bottom. Then on the top, you're going to need this blue one that has a little hole in the middle. So this fits perfectly into my snap button. So these snap dies are actually quite handy, and like I said, it's a 12.5 millimeter. Here's my 2 ends of the snap button right now. I am just adjusting it on the hole over here, and I'll show you how I'm putting the button in. There we are. Now I'm just going to press it down, and like I said, not a lot of pressure, but pressure enough so I can seal that snap button part in. And there we have it. It's pretty solid. And now let's move on to the button where the snap goes in. And it's also 2 parts, but this time I have to change the dies. And I'm putting pretty much the flat side down of the die, and there's nothing in the middle, it's just flat. And then I'm going to put the pointy one on the top, because that's what's going to go inside of the button itself to click it in with the 2 sides together. So you can see my process here. And there we have the first part of the button goes in with a little stud, and then the middle with a hole goes like that, and then the button goes on the bottom, and then There we go. The button is now done, but I'm going to put a little bit more pressure because on the side there it looked a little bit loose. You don't want to put so much pressure you break the machine, right? Actually, this machine doesn't break that easy, but still be careful how you're doing it. There's my snap button. I'm just going to tweak it a little bit more. Let's see. Yeah, it's not closing how I want it to. So I'm just going to put this under the machine again. There we go, one last touch. Okay, that should do the work. And let's see if it snaps. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect fit. It snapped pretty good. See how the embossed leather, faux leather, gives it a nice look? Let's move on to what I'm going to use on the letters. I'm going to use my Zuri Designs waxes on these letters, but this time I'm going to go really heavy on my Bora Bora. I'm going to start that as the base today, so I'm going to go really heavy on there. Just going through the coin pouches one by one so you can see how the letters fit perfectly. There we go. That's gorgeous. These make such beautiful gifts, a personalized coin pouch using these Zuri Designs alphabet letters. They're just so gorgeous. It adds the perfect touch. There we are. Now let's get to the rest of this work with the waxes. Here's my Phoenix Blaze, my Bora Bora. The label came off, that's okay. And here's my Venetian Gold, which will be my last touch. I'm going to go heavy with a Bora Bora. There we go. You can watch this process. Next, I'm moving on to my Phoenix Blaze, and I'm adding touches of my Phoenix Blaze on the letters. Not everywhere, just here and there to highlight that Bora Bora from underneath. But I decided to go heavy on the waxes today. I want this to stay like this because the faux leathers have a certain contrast that I need to stand out with these waxes. Here's my final touch with a Venetian Gold, and the letter just comes to life. Cleaning my hands here, and I'm going to place the letters now on my coin pouches. Just gorgeous. Of course, you can do whatever letters. I just wanted to spell out Zuri Designs coin pouches when I put them together. That's why I picked Zuri. But look at that. They just stand out beautifully. I am going to reach out for my glue. I'm going to use B7000, which is a really nice glue. This is a multi-purpose adhesive, and when it dries clear, and it's flexible and permanent. So this bond will be permanent. Also, it's strong and it's waterproof. And I'm using this B7000 with a fine tip. You can see the fine tip right here. I'm just putting the lid back on it. And this concludes our project for today. I hope you follow me for more projects, and see you soon.